We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans.
The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans.
Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
This defense for the Saints, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Back to throw. Jones under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Melvin Ingram coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones, he's going deep for Brown.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Eli Apple. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes out to his left. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
6-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Mahomes. On the move to his left. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Now here's Mahomes. This one grabbed by A.J. Green.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. And they've watched the tape all week. They've seen it. But what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages, blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
36 to Mike. It's a party now. It's a party now. Mike 36. Mike 36.
They go play fake. Mahomes.
Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's got room. Odell Beckham Jr. Touchdown, New Orleans. Odell Beckham, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Well, normally the first thing most fans think of with Odell Beckham are the one-handed catches, right? But he's also pretty darn good, Charles, with the ball already in his hands.
Boswell good with the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on 17-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
2nd down, they go again with Henry.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying,
and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish, but you're starting to eye it, aren't you? You got to pile up those wins, put them in the left-hand column, not the L's in the right-hand column.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
These two teams all tied after one.
Score time, 7-7.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Well, one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defense.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Antonio Gibson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have taken the lead. Boswell for the extra point. Missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. Henry out of the pistol. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. Throwing, Jones. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Off the play fake, Jones. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the play, and it's a second down.
At the Saints' 9-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones. Caught on the slant. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. O.J. Howard. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are just an extra point away from grabbing the lead now. Santos now to add the PAT. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Saints 13.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with Mahomes? Hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And some space here. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
But when you fall 1 yard short of getting in the end zone as a former defender, you know it hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
Not only does it hurt, the laughter in film.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Derrick Henry. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8.
Buccaneers 21, Saints 13. Cairo Santos to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Gibson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And Rudolph has it left side. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The Saints on third down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Play action. Now it's Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. Oh, look at the catch by Green. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
And here's a give to Gibson.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Mahomes going to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Oh, what a catch by Waddle.
And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he's got it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Derrick Henry in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bucs will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Now the point after try for Santos. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 28, Saints 16.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away.
This is Jakeem Grant.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball.
Yellow. Yellow.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Lets it fly for Thielen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we are at halftime here on Halloween, as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Both teams going through their final halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football. And to bring you the second half from the Superdome, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
He's picked off near his own 48, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Not much there, only a yard.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Now a handoff to Henry. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8. Back to throw. Jones.
A check down here for Henry.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Juwan Johnson.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Santos with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game.
35. Saints 16. Cairo Santos.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play caller, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On second down now, it's Gibson.
43 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss, and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. At Washington, they feel like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Jeremy Chin picks it off.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 44, Jones.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Back to throw again. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown.
Jalen Waddle
with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26.
42, Saints 16.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Robert Quinn in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. On second down, a run with Gibson. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And finding the tight end Rudolph. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Mahomes firing complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 22. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. A give to Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Second and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Flush to his right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
70 Lions. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Get up. Shift. Check.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Looking to throw. Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Saints 16.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Back to throw. Jones. And it's caught. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Henry. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Bucs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So take away the touch. And he's into the
end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Derrick Henry, his third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And this Buccaneer offense, they're running away with this one. Santos now to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Buccaneers 49, Saints 16. Cairo Santos to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle couldn't bust him free.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Watch 36. 36 to my
Mahomes now to throw. The connection made. It's Graham. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Saints, first down.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
They'll go again with Gibson.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Gibson trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy.
They'll try and run it in with Burton. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way. But that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage.
Hey, let's get it now. Let's get it right now. 4 down, 4 down. Check, check.
Pan out here on 4th and goal. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it,
oh, it's out. McKinnon fumbled it, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. Dante Hightower on the stop.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Henry again on 2nd down.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll run. It's Henry. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
Able to fight through one tackle. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. They'll roll it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Jeremy Chin in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might...
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by the rookie Eric Stokes.
And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Make a play ball, baby.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Buccaneers, they improved to 5-3 as they